excited. Let me pull this up so y'all can see it. Y'all are not gonna believe this, I have cut my electricity bill in half, y'all. Yes. So I purchased a home a little over a year ago, and within the last 3 months, my bill was crazy high. All right, let me go back to my bill history. So in July, my bill went up to $258. In August, it was $307. September, it was $314. So I was noticing my bill was going up higher and higher each and every month. And the gag is there's only 2 of us that lives here. So it didn't make sense why I was paying upwards of $300 every month for my electricity bill. So I had to figure out how to fix it. How could I bring that electricity bill down? Okay. So one thing that I did was, let me hit record so you guys can see. I'm so excited. And I was like, I have to share this with you guys. So one thing that I did was I took a look at my bill. Okay. So I went, thankfully this app allows me to really see what I'm spending my money on in terms of my electricity. So I looked at my, I analyzed the energy sources and how much money I was spending on my electricity. So here you'll see that as of last month, my bill decreased by $124.60, and it was based on my cooling. Okay, so I only spent $94 on cooling. In the past, my cooling, I was spending between $200 and $250 on cooling, and I couldn't figure it out why. So as I mentioned, the first thing I did was analyze my energy sources, and I saw that the biggest portion of spending was on cooling. In fact, it was like $250 per month I was spending on cooling alone. Now the other sources were really small. I have always on, water heating, lighting, electronics, laundry and cleaning, kitchen and refrigeration. Most of those things I really didn't feel like I really didn't feel like I could change at all. But that cooling, I was like, what can I do to solve this? What can I do to bring down that cooling? Because I shouldn't be spending $250 on some AC. So I went online and I did some research to try to figure out ways that I could get that cooling down. It is currently 49% of my usage, and as of this month, I only spent $94. So as you guys could see, I went down $124 on my cooling. If you guys are interested in seeing what I did to bring that cooling down, I want you guys to stay tuned and keep on watching. Okay, before we get into the nitty gritty, if you guys haven't subscribed to this channel, I want you guys to go ahead and do so. We are in the middle of Vlogtober, so we have videos I posted at the beginning of the month and at the end of this month. I am posting videos each and every day, so make sure you join this community so you don't miss out on any of this good content, okay? So let me tell y'all what I did. So I went online and I did some research on ways that you could bring down the cost of your cooling. And the main thing I was finding is that I needed to get a smart thermostat. Now, what's the difference between a regular thermostat and a smart thermostat? It allows you to edit how hot or cold your house is from your phone. It also allows you to schedule times that your house reaches a certain temperature. And so one thing that people were saying is that if you schedule the degrees in your house based on the time of day, you could easily manipulate how much money you're spending in terms of your AC. So one thing that I did was I realized that in the daytime it pretty much stays cool, and I was also realizing that that was the period of time that I was spending the most money in electricity, because it was my AC was trying to keep the house at 72 degrees throughout the entire day, and that's what was burning my electricity bill. Okay, so what I did was I set a schedule. Starting from 7 a.m. the AC turns off and it stays at 77 throughout the whole day. So the AC only comes on if it gets hotter than 77. Now it doesn't actually feel 77 in the house because it's in the daytime. It's pretty cool. It stays cool. We don't open windows or doors. And so If it does get a little warm, I'll turn on the fan. You might hear it in this video, but for the most part, we stay pretty cool in the house throughout the day. Now, where we really, really want it to be cool in the house is when we sleep. My grandmother loves it to be ice cold at night when she sleeps. So we made a compromise. I said, all right, so in the daytime, can I keep it at 77? It's cool enough where we're not sweating, but we're not running the AC throughout the whole day, charging up the electricity bill. She agreed that if we can keep it at 73 at night, she would be fine with that. So what I did is by 8 o'clock, I have it scheduled to be 73. So the AC turns on around, I want to say 6:45, 7 o'clock. And it starts cooling the house down so that by 8 o'clock it's 73 degrees, which is sometimes around the time she'll go to sleep. But it's around the time that we start winding down, so we want it cooler in the house. So from 8 p.m. until 7 a.m. the house stays at 73 degrees. And after that, the AC turns off and just maintains a 77 throughout the day. Sounds complicated, but the smart thermostat that I have made it very easy, and I'll go ahead and share what that looks like in the app right now. I also have a smart thermostat, which means that it learns me. It learns my habits, and so when I'm out of the house, when there's no movement in the house, it automatically turns the AC on. Turns the AC off, so it's not even trying to stay at 77. So when my grandmother's out or when I'm out, the AC just turns off, and it stays off until we come home. And once we do, then it follows the schedule that I have set, and it has allowed me to also cut back, and that is considered eco, which I love. So right now you guys see that it's set to away because I'm in the room in the back. It doesn't realize that I'm home. So if I were to get up and go walk past the thermostat, it would come on and then make sure to meet the standards that I set, or meet the schedule that I set. But I love this because it means that it's not running unless it has to. And I'm trying to find my schedule. So here's the schedule I have set. As you guys can see, at 8 o'clock it goes to 7 a.m. or I'm sorry, it goes to 77 degrees, and then by 8 p.m. it cools down to 73 degrees and then stays that way until 8 a.m. the next morning, and it repeats. However, if I leave this house, it automatically shuts off and this schedule becomes null and void. The learning aspect that I told you guys about, it's learning my patterns, and like on Saturdays, I'm usually out of the house and stay out longer than what is scheduled, and so it'll stay off. It won't turn on unless I actually walk back in the house and my thermostat realizes that I'm home. So definitely love that. Also love the fact that I can use my phone. If there's people in the house, like say for instance, last Friday I had people over the house and it got really hot. So I went ahead and changed the settings just for that particular time to cool the house down because we had a lot of people here. I definitely am not militant with this, but just this one change has brought my bill down to $125, or by $125. And based on, hold on. So my bill last month was $190, and as of right now, my projected bill is $100.13. So as you guys can see, this is working in my favor, okay? And I definitely wanted to share this with you guys because I am on a journey to debt free, and I'm trying to save any way that I can, okay? And anytime I learn something new, I'm definitely bringing it to y'all. And I literally just got my bill and I made sure to get on camera and tell you guys what I learned. So if you haven't already invested in a smart thermostat, I definitely think you guys should look into it because it has been a game changer for me. I found someone online using an app and interested in finding out how I got a contractor. I can make a video on that as well. Just leave a comment in the comment section below. But I found a contractor who came out and installed it within an hour, and that was it. And since then, I have been saving. In fact, within a month and a half, this smart thermostat has paid for itself. So once again, if you guys do not have a smart thermostat, you might want to look into investing in one because it could save you guys money on your electricity bill, okay? Not gonna ramble. I just wanted you guys to get this piece of tea if you guys didn't have it. And as always, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.